What episode is this? Episode 4?
4.
4 and week number 5 because we missed a week.
I wonder why we missed a week.
Just saying.
Does anybody want to speak on that?
Hey, all right, Mr. Late. I wouldn't.
Shut up, 20 minutes
You
late.
eager over there to jump on
I was helping my neighbor pump up a tire, bro.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say.
All right.
Being a helpful neighbor.
I think we should have like a formal intro. Like a
Okay.
very informal intro.
Yeah. Do you want to? Does anyone else want to? Did anyone want to do it? Or?
So you gotta stop whispering.
What
You're
do you
right.
mean, what do you mean by a formal intro? What do you
Like-
want?
All right. So just be like, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Shed Boys podcast. This is week 5, episode 4. I don't know the date. What's today's date? March 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So we're T minus X amount of days till the 10K.
Couple months.
I can actually look up.
Oh, to the 10K. Is
10K
it
is less than a
April
month.
12th
It's like
or
3
something
weeks
like that?
away.
It's in a couple weeks. And
Okay.
then
It's
I
coming
was
quick.
perusing on the Richmond Marathon website. It actually tells you how many days are left. We're like 180 something,
Really?
170 some days until race day.
Yeah, after today's
It'll be here
workout, I
before we
don't
know
feel
it.
ready for it.
Today we did how much? 4 almost?
We did 3.8. Yeah.
3.8. And we
pretty
switched
good.
it up. We changed it up.
We did a track workout today. So we did more of like some speed work. So we did ins and outs. We did 4 laps of ins and outs. So
It was
we did
8.
200.
It was 8.
Oh yeah, we did 8 laps.
Fuck,
of
He
ins
thought it
and
was 4.
outs. He thought it was 4 laps, and we kept going.
It was awful. I went all out in the first 4. And then he started number 5, and I was like,
Yeah.
the fuck kind of joke is this? It was awful.
We're doubling it. Double it or
Double or
nothing.
nothing.
Double or
Yeah,
nothing.
double or pass it on.
Yeah, it was not fun.
So yeah, we did 200 meters hard at our goal race pace for the 10K.
Which was a jog for me.
It's going to be a joke.
We all went hard,
A solid jog.
and then
Paul's going to
200 meters recovery.
he's gonna
We did that
finish
for
like
8
an hour
laps.
before us.
It's only an hour.
It won't be
race.
an hour, yeah.
He's going to finish an hour.
You and I have been
No,
running
I might-
5Ks at 33 minutes. So
Yeah, no, we're doing good.
take us an hour. It's a little over an hour.
Well, I'm proud of us because we were done with the runs. We did our walk around. We stretched, and then we were leaving. But then we were like, "Fuck it, let's keep running."
Don't say we.
No, we didn't say fuck it. This guy
Don't say
said, I got a little more gas in me.
I did, bro.
All right, get back on the track.
That's all you needed to say. Paul's like, "Are you serious?" All right, let's go over there.
Yeah, we were leaving, and I was like, I feel like I didn't get my workout in. Like it was just went by super quick. So right when I said that, Paul was like, "All right, we're doing sprints."
The sprints were good.
Sprints were good.
4 100s. When's the last time you guys all out sprinted?
9 years ago, 8. When was high school?
It's like almost 8 years ago. Crazy to think about.
Long time ago since I've done a sprint.
I mean, most people don't. Yeah, most people stop like after like 20 years old. They just never sprint again.
Well, it just blew my mind because, with the jogging and stuff, you get, you start getting tired throughout, you get your breathing normal, then you get back into it. But like the sprinting is like you go all out and then you stop and you're like, all right. And then everything hits you and you just want to fucking die.
And it's like
Yeah.
right when you think you're gonna recover, you just gotta go again.
Yeah.
Another 100 yards.
No, it's fun though. Felt good.
But
It is fun. Nobody threw up. So
I really wanted to.
just wait until like May.
It's like
when
really
it's like
hot.
95.
Oh my God.
And you can see like the heat waves in front of you when you're
We're
running.
running
Oh
at
my
2 p.m. in May.
Well, what's the weather in November? I can't
It's
remember.
cold. It is really cold.
It's going to be cold?
It is gonna be
It's
really
not
cold.
always that cold. The morning will be cold, but it
And then
will
it'll warm up during the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the sun will be out and you'll feel like the heat of the sun. But in the morning, like I got dropped off at like 5 in the morning or something like that because everyone's lining up like up and down Broad Street. It's freezing cold.
But once you start
But
running,
once
It's
you'll
gonna
get
warm
warm.
up,
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll feel warm. The sun will come out. You'll get warm.
yeah. So it won't be bad then. Maybe April will be a little cold, the 10K. Just depends on the day, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready for the 10K.
No, you can.
I
You
think
you do
can
5,
run
do
the
10.
whole thing.
You do
We're
5,
ready.
you do 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just more of now. It's just like endurance of like, can I run this but not faster?
Yeah.
Or for a longer, like maintain this pace for a longer speed.
That's my thing. My jogging pace, I feel like it's pretty good. It's pretty standard. But, when we started upping it, we were doing that little fast running on the track. I was like, I'm not going to be able to keep this running pace that we're doing.
Well, that's good. That's exactly what it's for.
So,
Yeah, you push yourself. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that's what matters, I guess.
no, that helped. But should we talk about the new thing on the table?
Our
So-
mile counter.
Yeah, you guys were giving me shit the other weeks about not investing. Like you bought the lamps, the ring, the light that it's on.
We've given you shit about not showing up for week
we
number
get,
4.
I don't
Which
remember
is why
giving
we're
you
on
shit
week
for
number
not.
5.
You bought the house. I don't remember giving you
Min
shit.
didn't show up and then starts texting about this. I'm like, that's what you were doing, bro? You're out here buying toys and stuff?
No, so we fuck you. We were talking
It
about.
was like literally 5 minutes after he said we're not doing it. He shows us out. I was like,
Bro,
I was so mad. I was like, I spent $90 on this thing.
you did not have to do
So
it's like school clock, bro.
So I bought a mile counter because we had talked about it the last episode. We're gonna hang it up, and I can just push a button. Boom, we just ran a mile. Boom, we just ran another one. I don't know. I think we're at today. We did like three, almost
Round
4.
up to 4.
We'll run up to
Let's go
4.
Okay. Yeah.
We can run up to 4.
Yeah. So
And
we definitely
then
did 4.
the week when
Last
we
week.
ran up a whole street, that was like 2.2 or something like that.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
put 2 round down.
6. And then before
Yeah, we
that, we
did-
ran to the Starbucks and back, which
That was
is like
2.
2.
just under 2.
And then we did that again, which was 2. That was like the first run we did.
So we're only at 10 miles together.
That's it.
Okay.
We
Well, we
run a
got
lot
time.
on our own.
We'll up it more.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, together, I think it is 10
Yeah,
miles.
together it's just 10 miles.
That's it.
But we're all doing our running on our own.
So this is week 5. We just averaged 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
because you made
We'll
us,
need to up it.
you made us
but-
miss a week.
We will need to up it.
Yeah, but when we started, we were starting from like nothing.
We were starting from nothing.
This
yeah.
was like a couch to
Yeah,
like
yeah. So now we're at
marathon,
couch
so-
to 5K.
But now I
Definitely
feel like
couch
we
to
got a good
5K.
base.
Couch 5K.
We're going in the right direction. But
Yeah.
so this will be. My goal is by November to have this be 999.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to buy another one that has 4 spots instead of 3. So
No, because then after the marathon we reset.
Yeah, yeah.
Get ready for the next
So
marathon.
Get ready for the next
if
one.
you're,
Or we
I
can keep
guess, listening and not watching, go fuck yourself because you can't see the calendar. You're screwed. You're not gonna see Pab of the week. You're not gonna see the loot that we acquired along the run.
Yeah, we should
I'm
talk
sure we
about
can
that a little
post
bit.
that.
I don't think we went into it last week.
No, so last week, I guess 2 weeks ago, since it's all my fucking fault, we were running and I found this duck on the floor, and I think it's like one of those Jeep ducks. So I just picked it up. It's gonna just
Nice little cool thing.
it's gonna hang with us.
And then we went to the track.
We went to a track.
What did we find, Paul?
Paul, you
got a
found
football.
Oh, you gotta open it.
We stole some kid's football from a school track. I guess that kind of
The
sounds
local
bad.
school track.
We stole from the local children. I got that, and we got
New
a
football?
ski mask as well.
Shiesty.
What's on there, Paul?
Just some,
A Mac 10
yeah, something like that. Is that an AK?
and an
An
AK-47,
AK-47.
and then the heartbreak.
Gang affiliated now.
So,
All in all, a good haul for one day,
Yeah.
for a Sunday.
Well,
so
we talked about the cupcake that we ran over.
I forgot about the.
We should have grabbed the cupcake. It was like a red velvet. We just let it let it stay.
Yeah, we let it rot.
But yeah, we're gonna be collecting all this cool stuff, and I think that's gonna be our. Is that gonna be our loot cabinet?
This is our trophy. Yeah, our
Just
trophy
gonna
cabinet.
throw everything in there.
We're gonna at one point we're gonna have the desk just full of shit. But and we had some feedback. We were listening to our audio, making some adjustments, and we decided to add pop filters,
Oh, so our socks. Yeah.
aka my socks.
I decided
No,
not
these
to.
we-
actually smell fine.
Well, these are clean.
Yeah.
I won't give you a dirty sock.
Oh, thank you.
But we had the budget did not allow for a proper.
Not yet.
We don't have the budget for that yet. So
Not until we post.
We blew it
episode.
all on the mile counter, so we gotta put socks.
we gotta
We
take it
gotta
back.
put socks on the mics.
We gotta pull it back a sec. Yeah. So no purchases for the next couple months.
Yeah,
Where's your pop filter?
I don't need one.
Yeah, he didn't need one.
My voice just sounds
Yeah,
good
yeah.
without it.
Got a nice voice over there, buddy.
So, let's talk about how we've been running with Paul. Because if everyone remembers, Paul is the only one that's actually been a runner. And we ran the track today. This motherfucker is just gonna sprint past us in the marathon, the 10K. You are so fucking fast, and it doesn't even register you how tired you get. Like, you don't get tired.
How
No, I
tired
get
were you
tired
after
when I work
after
out,
today?
but-
Like
when I
after we
run
had
hard,
run
I
like
stay
the 2
Like
miles.
when me
how
and Matt
tired
were
you?
fucking dying.
Oh, like at the end of the 8 laps?
Yeah, like, were you winded?
No. Sorry.
Like not at all.
No.
I just
But
want
you'll
to say
get there.
this. Paul would finish, and then he turned around, ran back, and then he would run with me to finish mine. So he was doing
So you're
like,
not even faded like at all by that run.
The sprints got me.
Well, yeah, I think that
sprints
makes
are gonna
sense.
get everyone. But
Damn.
I think
really?
we should say now,
To be honest.
Paul, you can go on your own, and me and Matt will stick together during the marathon.
In the marathon, yeah, I think I might run my own. But,
Yeah, we're not expecting
but
you
the
to run with us.
10K,
You can stay with us.
I want to make sure you don't walk. That's what I'm going to
I don't think we'll walk.
I don't
Yeah, I
think we'll
don't
walk.
think you will.
That's what I'm
either.
saying.
I'd run with you.
I can comfortably run the 5K at a nice slow pace without taking a break.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
My
No
goal
breaks.
is just keeping everything under 11-minute pace. If I keep it under 11-minute
Nice.
pace, I'm happy. So
Nice.
So I think we're fine for the 10K. It's just, obviously, we got like 6 months.
We
Oh,
got
we got
time.
That's plenty
Yeah,
of
still got a
time.
lot
It's
of
going to
time.
come along.
And today we did like the first full workout. Like we did a warm up, we did dynamic stretching, and then we did our workout, and then we did a cool
Cool
down a bit. We like
And then
walked
Yeah.
a bit, and then we did
just balls
stretches.
deep back into it.
Yeah.
But I think it's
But the stretching is really important. We'll need to keep that up and do that
Yeah.
every day to avoid injury over these next like 6 months.
yeah.
And we'll throw in some strength work as well, just to.
Yeah,
some leg workouts.
I did want to talk about that because I'm really enjoying my runs on my own, and I'm keeping a good pace. The issue I'm having is I'm not having, like in the beginning, it was like I couldn't breathe, and it was like I couldn't get air in, couldn't get air out, couldn't figure out where it was. I got that under control, but now it's like I'll get 2 miles into my run without stopping, but then the only thing that's making me stop is my legs. So I'm like, is that from not working out my legs enough, or is that from like just not stretching enough? Like, what is that from?
I think there's two ways you could look at it. One, it's a mental thing. And like
Okay.
the second your leg starts to feel uncomfortable, you're like, fuck, should I stop or should I push through? Or you just like need to stretch. For me, it's always like my legs will start to like tense up, at least in the very beginning. And I'll tell Paul, like, Paul, I'm tight. Just keep running. And I just got over it.
What do you think, Paul?
I do tell them to just keep running.
Like, literally just start being a bitch. I'm like, oh, duh, my bad.
My bad.
But what does it feel like? Does it feel like tightness, pain, or like
It's just tired.
tired? Yeah.
So is that like just from not working out? Like, what is that from? Do I need
I
to
don't know
be?
about not working out, but it could be an endurance, like a muscular endurance thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you are working out.
Well, yeah, but
You, like your calves, just from running, are just gonna get fucking. You're just gonna get
Yeah.
yoked. You're gonna get yoked. Your calves are gonna be fucking cinder blocks.
I can't wait to be yoked. But I don't know. Is like doing the muscular training stuff that you were talking about, like the actual strength workouts. Like, would that help with that or no?
Probably would help a bit. The muscular stuff will also just help like imbalances that come from just doing like long runs all the time because you're doing the same exercise all the time. You're only using those muscles in a certain way. So
Yeah.
like that like varying the kind of stuff you're doing with the strength will help
Okay.
like balance your legs out in all the areas that you're missing when you just do runs to
That
help
makes
avoid
sense.
injury. But
Is
it
that-
could also help with that endurance like that you're lacking your muscles right now.
Yeah.
But you'll build that.
I think that's the only thing I'm nervous about for the marathon is like getting halfway through and then my legs are gonna fall off.
They will.
Totally
No, they will.
possible.
Yeah.
100%.
No, you'll get to like that up into the teens of
that's what they call
miles,
it,
and your legs will give out. But
That's
you
why
just
they call
keep
it
running.
the wall.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, the wall.
Yeah, that's part of it.
The wall.
Yeah, or you'll have times like Matt, you had it maybe like 2 weeks ago where you told me you're like my foot, like I can't feel my foot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
Does
the
that ever happen to you?
No.
My foot would literally just like start to go numb, and I just run through it.
Yeah,
But then
You
it'll
just keep
it'll be
running.
fine because it was happening when we were going like that very slow incline.
Oh my god.
Then
Wait,
we-
on
and
the
then-
main road or
Yes,
Okay.
on yeah. Let me not dox myself. On the main road,
Yeah.
and then once we turned the light to like almost go into my neighborhood, that downhill, which was fine.
yeah. A lot of times you'll tie your shoe just a little too tight, and it'll just restrict that blood flow. a
That
little
was the
bit.
issue on the first run.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then
Feet were
your
100%.
foot will just go numb.
Yes,
but eventually
100%.
it'll just come back.
Yeah.
You just keep running. You can run through that one. That one's an easy one.
I
to
just
run
can't
through.
wait for somebody to like that's actually like oh shit. for somebody that's like,
We gotta restart.
a professional runner or something like that watching this podcast, and they're like,
These guys fucking
this is
suck.
awful advice.
Probably, but who
They're
knows?
like,
David
his foot
Goggins.
is falling off because there's no circulation going to his
No,
foot.
that you can run through. I know for a fact. I used to do that all the time. And,
I don't know if it's supposed to get numb like that.
yeah,
No,
no,
it'll be
it's not
fine.
supposed to, but like you can run through it, and then you just keep running.
You know what I'm gonna
Like,
do?
you don't need to stuff it.
I'm gonna. I think like a month before the race.
Do a practice marathon?
No, I'm gonna go to a doctor and get my toenails like yoinked.
What?
Why?
What?
That's a thing.
What's wrong with
You
your
don't have to.
toenail?
You don't have to pre-rip them off, and you don't have to go to a doctor for that, bro.
I can just do it myself.
Yeah, you can just if you're gonna rip your toenails off, don't go to a doctor.
No.
The doctor's gonna look at you and be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
That's a real thing.
People don't get their toenails.
What's wrong with your
preemptively
toenails?
ripped
What is
off.
wrong with your toenails?
I think what happens. Someone from work, I think, was telling me this. How she had a friend who did this, but like I think what happens is like your toe, your feet are just kind of like into the end of like your shoe as you run for a very, very, very long time, like marathons or half marathons.
But isn't that the point of the shoe? You're supposed to leave a little bit of room.
I don't know, but I think it helps with like ingrown nails or something because I think it messes with the way your like nail is on your foot. So people just yoink it off.
You,
know, how
don't
about-
have to do that. People
how about-
don't do that.
I
You
am.
try
I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna grow my nails out and we'll test it.
Okay.
Of
We'll see.
who's
You're not
in
gonna
more
have a
pain
toe.
after.
But I have had toenails go black from running long distances. Like it just gets bruised underneath,
Yeah,
and
so
then
rip
the
it off.
toenail will fall off. Yeah, but that is okay. That does happen during marathons.
I'm trying to think it's not healthy to run marathons.
It's good
Now,
for
if
the
you
soul.
train for it properly, it's fine.
It's good for the mental.
But yeah, if you don't train properly for it, then yeah, you can hurt yourself.
I'm gonna get what's it called? I'm gonna get some pasties if y'all want some.
When I did the 5 miles the other day, my right nipple was fucking sore. Like
Was
it
it
was super
chafed?
sensitive. I don't know, but like I would touch it and I was like,
Yeah, I know.
stung.
Chafing, I guess.
Shit. I'm gonna get pasties just so like cause it's all the friction of your nipple rubbing against the shirt.
What do you think, Paul? Worth it?
If you have that problem, then yeah. If that happens to you, yeah.
I don't think I had that problem when I
But I would only do it if you have that problem.
Yeah.
I've had it once where my nipple chafed a little bit once, but I've never bled. But I've seen people do it.
I've seen people
have
bleed.
it.
I kind of want to bleed. I think it would be so
That's kind of
funny.
badass.
It would be so funny.
No, I remember seeing a guy who's literally just both nipples just dripping, and he was shirtless, like just down his body.
Wait, he was
probably took his
shirtless and they
shirt
were
off.
chafing? Oh,
he probably took it off because it was chafing so much. It was
But
just
yeah,
like-
I've seen it happen. Yeah.
I'd be scared if my nipples started bleeding.
No, you don't have to. Yeah, but you don't have to stop for that. It's just a little chafing.
You didn't get my nipples
Just
cut
taking
off,
blood.
just like my toes.
you get them ripped
Yeah,
off
get
by
your
a
nipples
doctor.
pulled and your toes pulled.
Oh,
How's your bracket looking for March Madness?
it was over day one, like first game actually. Remember
What was yours?
this guy?
When
this
you
guy
picked
came to
Creighton?
my work
And you
and we
picked
were
Creighton?
talking. Yeah, I had Louisville, and then he was like, "You don't think Creighton's gonna win?" And I was like, "Actually, you're right. I was in front of you and I switched it, but I guess I didn't hit save, so my bracket was busted like first game."
I mean, everyone's bracket busts the first day, but like I've got some strong picks that are still riding out.
No, I got Michigan State going all the way. So
I had
they play tonight.
BCU go to the Sweet 16, but BYU absolutely like underseeded. They beat number 3 Wisconsin last night,
They did,
but like
That's
10 or
crazy.
12 points.
Yeah,
They're going to Sweet 16. It makes me feel better that we lost to a team that made it to the Sweet 16. But
BYU might win it.
how's your bracket looking, Paul?
I don't have one.
Great.
Yeah, I watched. Actually, I didn't watch any of it, but I saw BYU playing last night, and I was like, "Oh, they beat VCU.
Yeah.
Rest in peace."
I would feel better if the team that beat us wins the whole thing.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but they're making a decent run. Like I don't feel as bad that we made
They were good
another
this season.
first round exit. I remember the last time we made it past the first round.
I think every year since I've went to VCU, they got eliminated. The
We've
first
got to the first round. That's about
round.
it.
It's been years.
I remember the COVID year we were supposed to play Oregon, and that was like a no contest. Like we had to forfeit that match, and Oregon just got to.
Oh my god! I totally forgot.
I was
about
at-
that
I was
'cause
at-
we had COVID.
I was at the bar watching with the homies,
I totally forgot.
and
about
the game
We
got
got COVID. And
Yeah, we were the
Yeah,
only
one-
team
one-
that
the
season.
only team
The only
that
team that
season.
season that had
One
to
player had to
forfeit.
forfeit.
of course.
And-
One player.
Yeah, we had to forfeit the whole thing.
Yeah, it was awful.
Oregon got a bye.
Because that was when they were doing like the testing, and like one person tested positive, So they're like, oh, we can't guarantee you
swept.
guys all don't have it.
You're swept.
So we just had to forfeit.
Damn.
So dumb. I totally forgot about that.
No, I think VCU. Were you at work watching the game? I was at work.
I was at work, yeah.
Played terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty
Did we
bad.
really?
It was so bad.
I'm just gonna call them the Mormons. The Mormons did a great job. Can I say that? Okay,
You
never
just
mind.
call them BYU.
BYU.
It's not. It's kind of the same amount of syllables to
careful.
say BYU.
No, I love Mormons. A lot of Mormons went to our high school. They're the coolest people I've ever met.
They were really nice.
I love Mormon people. I'm not anti-Semitic. Don't put that,
Anti-Semitic.
don't put that on me, please. I love
Okay.
Mormon people.
I believe you. Just say BYU.
All right, the Mormons at BYU. No, they did a great job of blocking us from the paint, and so they were forcing us to shoot 3-pointers, and we're not a 3-point shooting team. I think we're like 30, like in the 30% somewhere. So they kept us out, but they did great.
I told you so many times we were not gonna win, but Matt kept saying, Obama had us beating.
Obama
BYU."
did.
Wait, Obama had us on his
Obama,
bracket?
yes.
Hell yeah.
Obama had us.
Damn, at least someone had faith.
I was like, I don't give a fuck.
A lot
who
of people
picks us.
had faith. So many people had faith. I would go on TikTok and I kept texting Max, dude, all these people, I keep getting all these TikToks of people making their bracket. They have
I told him, I was like, it doesn't matter who picks what.
they have VCU going, beating BYU. The Rizzler had BYU though. Fuck that guy.
Rizzo did have BYU.
He was
But he
right.
also had Bryant beating Michigan State first round. That was a 15 against a 2 seed.
It's happened before.
He's just an idiot.
It's happened before.
He's a cool kid, but he's an idiot. It's
Damn.
barely happened.
You want to start beef with the Rizzler out of all people right now?
I do like the Rizzler.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a cool kid.
He was
what
already
else?
right. So.
What else? No,
Second
so
losing
we
position.
early round exit, whatever, and then 2 days later we lost our coach.
Wait, really?
Yeah. No, it was.
Wait, wasn't that going to happen?
It was gonna.
It
we
was,
already
it
knew
was
it was gonna happen.
rumored that he was going to go to Virginia,
Oh, he went to UVA? That's kind
but
of insulting.
Yeah, but you get.
I think
UVA
his
is
family.
a
I think he's
program.
from
They are?
Charlottesville
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
because he's like, I'm so glad to be back home, but he never coached. I think his family's from Charlottesville.
You can't blame him. They're probably giving him so much more money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was just annoying. Look, we knew it was going to happen. People were asking him about it, like
It was
like
just-
at the
It
conference.
was fucked up.
But they announced
that
like
quick.
VCU lost, and they announced it 2 days later. We
Oh,
have
wow.
VCU or
Like,
Virginia.
just wait till the tournament's done.
We have our
He
guy.
really just got
So
out.
like
Wow.
he already had a contract signed, I bet. Like before the tournament even happened. So within 6 days, he won the tournament, went to Denver, lost, and got the job at UVA all within a week. I think that's trash. Fuck that guy.
It's a little nasty.
Are we going to be bad now? Or what do you think?
I think
Probably.
all of our seniors, like all of our starters were seniors or grad students, and they're all gone now. I don't think we have any foundation. We're gonna get bent over.
Yeah, we thought that before. Mike Rhodes left.
He had a good rebuild season, but apparently people are like not that surprised because he never like signed. I think people were saying on Facebook like he never signed like he was really committed for like a long term.
Oh.
Like they knew it was gonna be short lived.
It's whatever.
But I think it's just weird to announce it like, oh, your team lost 2 days later. Hey, I'm going across
See ya.
going an hour away to Charlottesville.
No.
Damn, no loyalty, huh?
Well, I think VCU will get a chance to play Virginia,
And then
like in a preseason. I didn't know that was a thing.
I don't know.
So
You
when the coaches leave, whatever team they're going to, they'll play that old team at home.
Is that
and
why
a-
VCU played Penn State?
at home and in away. Did we play Penn State?
Yeah, and we beat them.
Oh yeah, that's why
Mike Rhodes
then.
left.
And yeah, we did beat him. Fuck that guy too. Yeah, so we'll get a chance to play at Virginia. Virginia will get a chance to play at the Siegel Center.
That's kind of cool. Well, how's everyone doing on their own running? Have you been running every day?
Have you?
Have you? I haven't seen
Actually,
any of your
not.
Strava runs.
No, I haven't been running
Yeah.
much.
He doesn't need to.
Yeah, he really doesn't need to.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I've been a bit of like I have IT band syndrome in my right leg. I'm trying to.
What is that?
It's just like an overuse injury. I've been trying to heal back up slowly, but I'm getting there. I'm gonna be running every day pretty soon.
Okay. Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I just push myself every day before work or after work. I try to go
Nice.
just to make sure I get something in. But
Oh, good job. I haven't seen you post.
yeah, I think ever since we started doing ever since we started doing the longer distance here, that I was like, oh, I could try to go a little bit farther. So I did the 4 miles, and I did the 5 mile. The only issue is I'm like, I don't know where else to go.
Like a
like running wise.
routes
like
to
a
do?
route.
Yeah, because it takes me onto the main road, and then there's no sidewalk. Like the sidewalk ends.
Yeah.
Oh, does it really? When you
Yeah,
get to
I
Broad
think
Street?
it starts back up farther down, so I might just run in the grass for like a quarter of a mile. But
You got any nice parks near you?
I don't
You're not
know.
that far from. No, I guess I don't know.
I might
Maybe
need to
not.
check it out. There's got to be some parks around us.
Maybe something.
I mean, there's always stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing fine. I was saying, well, I don't know if I told. I think I might have mentioned it, but at the beginning when we were running, like my calves would just get so tight and it would just hurt the entire time. Now, like the other day, like I ran 3 miles and my calves were fine. Like obviously, I was starting to get like a little sore in my quads
Yeah.
from going up that big hill, but my calves felt fine. And
Nice.
and once I got to like 2.5 miles, I was like, okay, I'm just close. Let me just pound it out. And I was just like running like the same pace as like we were running for those 200s, just like a full motion, and then I just walked the rest home. I feel good. Like I feel like overall since we started, like just physically, I just feel like healthier, like more energetic. Like I just feel like I don't feel like a slob.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes on my days off, like especially like after like a long string of like hard days at work, I'm like I don't want to talk to anyone.
That's what I did yesterday.
Like I just want to like
I didn't.
I just need like a mental reset and just like lay home, which I'm all for. But then like when I have like 2 or 3 or 4 days off, I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. That was literally yesterday for me. I finished like an 11-day stretch, and then yesterday came. I did not leave the upstairs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shannon got home and I was like, hey. She was like, you didn't take the trash out? And I was like, I have not been downstairs all day, if I'm being totally honest. So, well, we're in today. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Nice.
everyone needs the mental reset.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Have you felt any difference as you started running so consistently?
I was telling Shannon this, like, if I don't run, I feel uncomfortable.
I feel like I'm missing out. On
Exactly,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Because it honestly just makes, like, if I'll do it in the morning before work, it wakes me up. And then if I do it after work, I just feel complete. So, like, it just feels good getting everything done.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so whenever I don't run now, it kind of just like I feel like a slob. It's the best way to say it.
That's how I felt yesterday. Yesterday we were just doing a bunch of chores around the house because her family was coming over, and I was like, I really think I can squeeze in a run. I didn't, but I felt kind of. And then I drank like 4 beers, and I was like, yeah, I feel great. I felt great about myself.
I don't know what I was
Hey, drinking is also an exercise when you think about it. But
No, like I said, I feel like overall I just feel like a healthier. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if healthy, but I feel like more energetic.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
I have the urge to go and run.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of fuck no, but like now it's like I have that urge. I'm like, it's a nice day. The weather's just right. It's not too hot.
yeah.
If it gets too hot, then I chicken out sometimes.
Come on, no, you'll learn to love it.
I feel like it
you'll
hasn't
learn
gotten
to love
hot enough yet for it to affect me.
It hasn't. No.
It's not hot yet, but it will, and you'll learn to love it.
No, I'm alright.
I'm
man.
hating the cold because like whenever I breathe into my nose, it freezes. That's the only thing I hate.
You're just like
It's
dry
so
too.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's harder to run in the cold than in the heat for
feel like it
me.
is,
At least
too.
mentally, it's harder
Yeah.
because I don't like what you were saying where it's so cold it like burns
Yeah.
your nose and your muscles start to feel like
Nah.
You know what's been
I
pissing
don't-
me off?
I love that shit.
Running when the wind is blowing against you.
Some headwind.
Oh
Yeah.
my fucking god! It makes me so
yeah.
tired.
Sometimes it feels like you're not moving.
No,
at all 'cause
literally.
it's just so.
It
the wind
hurts.
is
I'm
just
like, I'm
so
going,
hard.
and I'm like, this is so flat. Why am I tired?
Why am I not moving?
No, it was awful.
No, I like it. Obviously, like you get tailwind, you get a little bit faster, but like I like it because I'll be so tired, and the wind will blow in my face, and like it'll feel good.
I hate that shit.
It'll feel good because then like it'll like I'll lift up my shirt so like it hits
Yeah.
it hits my belly and everything, and it feels so great. I love it.
I don't lift my shirt yet. Not yet.
I had to take my shirt off today.
Yeah, when it gets hot enough, man, yeah, we'll all
I'm
be
ripping it
shirtless,
off.
because it's just gonna be so. We're just gonna be so sweaty.
Well, my goal is to by this summer when we go to Texas Beach. I don't even know if it's a real place anywhere because they blocked it off.
Nah, we'll find our way.
Did they block off Texas?
Yeah, they blocked it off.
I was
a
actually
couple
talking.
years ago.
I was talking to
Yeah,
Billy about
'cause
that yesterday.
The bridge and stuff is like very weak and everything.
Oh,
So
really?
they put a door, like a huge metal door that's like all chained
But
up.
then somebody like broke it and bent it up so people can get in. But no, I want to be able to.
Like a little summer bod.
I want a little summer bod. I want to be able to take off my shirt, love handles down, belly down a little bit. I don't mind if there's still some pudge, but
But you're getting there.
yeah.
You're getting there. I got some pudge, but I was looking at Paul. I was like, Paul, look at this. In my belly was just running. He was like, hell yeah. Let me get some. Let me get some.
I think that's my goal. My goal is to have a summer bod that I can take off my shirt and not cover up my titties. Just be like, feel open.
We'll get there.
That's the goal.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll go to the beach. We'll go to like the actual beach sometime this summer.
Do some beach runs.
Can we?
Dude, yeah, we'll go run in the sand.
Fuck you guys. Can
We're
we?
on the beach.
Are we still down to go to the lake? That lake house?
That
'Cause
lake house?
I sent a text and no one responds. So now I'm like checking it out.
I think it's
probably
just,
not.
I don't know.
Is it too late? I think
I
it's
think
too
it's
late.
too late.
I think
yeah.
it's too late.
I saw
There wasn't enough movement.
Because
There
we can always go to, we have so many people that live in Virginia Beach. We can just go to Virginia Beach.
Like
that makes
who?
more sense.
Yeah, and
Gian.
it would be
Let's
cheap.
just go see Gian.
You got Gian,
Shout
you
out.
got
Let's go see
Shannon, you
Gian.
got Alden.
Oh, I forgot.
There's all,
Shannon's from
no,
VB.
Alden does. Well, he's in Blacksburg.
Yeah, but he'll go
Oh, his
home.
family lives in Virginia.
We go see his
He'll
brother
be in
there.
the summer.
We go see his brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll see somebody.
We have so many people that live down there. We could stay the weekend for free.
Really?
Oh, 100%.
Let's do it.
We can also just rent an Airbnb.
Yeah.
It's like on the beachfront too.
Yeah.
We'll just bring some tents.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
actually,
mean,
you can camp in places. There are parks there.
Can you
I
actually?
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can go kayaking.
Well, I'm saying like the
Bro,
weather's
we gotta go
send me a link to that
the
kayaking.
weather's
kayak,
getting
bro.
nice. The weather's getting nice. So when we drove by it to get to the track, but there was like the lake is right there. It's literally like, you can walk 10 feet from the main road.
You mean the lake by your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we drove by it to get here or
Yeah.
to get to the track. It's right there. Like
Have you walked around it or anything or no?
No, I'm finally done doing this like overtime program at work where I was working 6 weeks of overtime. It's just a miserable 6 weeks, but I'm finally done with it. So I'll have an extra day off of work.
Okay.
So, and like my schedule won't be so like clustered
Awful.
together
Yeah.
because I was trying to like stack all my days apart, or like I would do like 3 days of work, 1 day off, and like 3 more or 2 more or whatever.
Yeah.
But now I have time, so I'm gonna go find like a public like dock where I can like take my kayak and
Hell yeah.
get in.
Dude, I gotta come. You gotta let me come when you test out the
Really?
kayak. Bro, so I have a kayak.
Is this
you
time?
have a kayak.
Is it time?
And we've tried probably like 3 or 4 times.
You're gonna learn the kayak story.
And then you gotta get a kayak too now because you're involved.
I'm telling
I
you,
will
dude,
get a
you
kayak.
can go to
Didn't you
Walmart.
say-
There's a Walmart. I will
Dude,
drive you to Walmart.
drive-
That is.
Yeah,
I
just drop
drive
150.
a
Probably like
Nissan
170.
Sentra. I drive a Nissan Sentra.
I got you.
and
Keep
I
it
live in
here.
a townhouse.
I
Keep it
got
here.
you. All right. Oh yeah, well, you can keep it here.
I guess I
Serious
could
guy.
keep it
You
here.
can keep it here because there's nowhere in Richmond worth going. I mean, there's
That's
a
not
couple.
true.
Yeah, but
If you have like a good kayak and you really enjoy it,
you can do the James.
Richmond has like world class rapids or something like that
Didn't
right
you
downtown.
say you have like a blow up kayak?
So I have an inflatable one that can easily fit in a
Is
car
that one
like
good?
yours. Yeah, it's not like for rapids. Like you can't take it to downtown Richmond.
But like just
but to take it to a
calm
lake,
water, like a
yeah.
lake. That's why I wanted.
You
the
can take
kayak,
it down
just
to
go in
a
a lake.
calm
Do
river
you
too.
only have the inflatable one?
Yeah, and it's like it's way more solid than you think it would
What
be.
the fuck? Did someone put that there?
The new Belgium brewing,
Yeah.
that's
No,
been there.
that's
been
since we
there?
moved in.
I have to check that out.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah,
I
so
thought that was part of the construction. I did not think that
Really?
was-
I thought it was like a
You guys
brand.
never seen that? It is
Yeah.
a brand.
So I thought it was like the makers who like the company who made
Oh,
this.
of the shed.
And they're just like, hey, here
That's
you
what
go.
I thought too.
You've had New Belgium.
I didn't know
beers.
that.
It's a beer company, like
Wait,
Fat
so-
Tire or whatever.
What is this kayak story?
I mean, we've just tried to go kayaking like 3 or 4 times now, and it's never worked out because we're stupid.
the stupidest, the worst experience of my life.
Why?
Yeah, it's been
That
awful.
kayak has caused me nothing but trouble. It has cost me between both of us $300.
Why?
Not
That's how-
including the cost of the kayaks.
Not
That's
including the
just
cost of the kayak. I'll
300
tell you
out.
why. So we're trying to find somewhere to kayak, and I was so excited because he sent me. I think we had talked about kayaking like one day, and
Yeah.
then over like Christmas, he sent me a picture of him just like on the water.
Yeah,
That
there was
same
one day
day.
in January or like right after Christmas where it was like 75 degrees outside. So I took my kayak down Bull Run Stream in Northern
Manassas.
Virginia, and that was like super fun. Like I saw like huge like deer, like bucks,
Oh,
and like all this other
beautiful.
wildlife. It was super dope. Yeah.
so that same day, went on Facebook Marketplace. I was just looking, and I've been looking for weeks. I'm just waiting for like the right thing because like I've seen some that were like 2 kayaks for like $200, and I was like, that's actually a really good deal. But this guy sold one for like $130. So this one right here is for $130. And if you look at like retail, like brand new, it's like several $100s. And it was like some really old dude. Like he just wanted to get rid of it. Very kind guy. So I went to his, like after like a month of searching, I found it. I messaged him. And I went to his house to pick it up because he lives literally on the James River. So I had to like go, literally drive up almost to this river to this like private little like secluded area. Like he had it gated off and everything. He had to come let me in. Whatever. We looked it up, or we gave him the money. We rigged it up, took it home. So I'm like, Paul, I got a kayak, bitch. Let's fucking go. So he's been trying to find a stream that we can go to.
Because he didn't want to go on the James River. He was like,
No.
I don't want to go for my first time.
Why not?
Because he's never been kayaking before.
James
so
River,
he was
baby.
like,
Yeah, but like I've never
home.
been on a kayak. I think maybe once in my life. So like I want to like get used to it before I add
Oh.
a little bit of current. to
No,
it.
they're easy.
they're pretty easy.
Then buy one.
I'll buy
Oh,
one.
yeah, you got to buy one. You will. We'll
I'm
get
saying
you one.
we can go to Walmart that's right there. We'll load it up in his truck. I'll split it with you.
Well, I want to look up the. I can just look on Facebook Marketplace like you did.
Yeah.
Get it.
Good luck picking it up.
Put my seats down.
I got you in the new shed mobile.
That's true, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I went to go
true.
pick
Got
it
the
up
new
on
truck.
Monday. We'll get there.
So after I don't know, we feel like it took us a while to find a stream, but we found a stream in this very nice neighborhood. It's close to my house, so he'll drive to my house, my old house. We'll load up my kayak and his thing because I can put it on top of my car, but I'm still like iffy about it.
Do you put it in the back seat, like the back?
No, on top of my car.
Oh, okay.
Fucking idiot.
You
I was
said
like,
No, so we
kayak
put it in the back. So we put the kayak in the back of my truck. I put my inflatable kayak uninflated in my truck. We
Gotcha.
drove out to like this super nice neighborhood where I just found this like lake-looking thing on Google Maps. It's just part of whatever stream that flows into the James River. So I was like, all right, bet we're gonna go there.
Chickahominy or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's part of the Chickahominy River, or like it
Yeah.
flows into the Chickahominy. But I saw that we could get there if we parked like under these transmission lines and just walk in. This really nice neighborhood, which is low key not legal.
You told me it
But
was legal.
I did. I totally lied.
You're such a bitch. You're
You
a
just think
fucking
you're not
asshole.
gonna get
I was
caught?
like, dude, it's probably fine because I figured we'll just be in and out. Like we'll just go, we'll test out the kayak, throw it in the water, it'll be fine, and then we'll get back in the truck and we'll get out of there.
And
right?
we had a narrow
It's a pickup
window
truck
too.
under a transmission line. Nobody's gonna.
I was
care,
gonna say
right?
because it's not on anyone's property.
Yeah,
either.
yeah. Especially if we were like right under the lines.
Yeah.
So we did that the first time. This is after that first day that I tried in December or January where it was super nice out. Yeah, no. This was like it was snowing or whatever. There was snow on the ground.
It was the whole stream was
Yeah.
rock solid.
Yeah, but we didn't find that out because
Because it's
kind of downhill to get to this whatever, so we couldn't see it. So we dragged these kayaks all the way out there. and we're
fucking
like,
foot in the mud. My shoes were
Yeah,
soaking wet.
it's fucking frozen.
Fucking get all the way over there. Thick ice. And now like I thought it was gonna be like thin. Like I threw some rocks at it. Or like I threw snow at it and it just
But that was cool because you did like the TikTok thing where you throw ice on it and it shatters and makes
That is
that cool
kinda cool.
noise.
it was really cool.
But that was all we got.
So then
out
we
of that
just
trip.
stared at the water for like
Yeah.
30 minutes and we just went home.
Like, all right, let's go. And
Number
it went
one.
fine.
Number
it went
one
fine.
done.
Nobody bothered us.
Nope.
Okay.
We were parked right off the road.
Love it.
Not near anyone's house.
Nope.
We got back in the truck and we drove home. And then we came back probably like 2 weeks later when the weather was better.
It was a beautiful day.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And he was off of work. So the other issue was that we had a narrow time frame because we were waiting for him to get off of work, and he's got to drive 20-something minutes to get to my house, load it up, and then we drive like 10 minutes to get to the thing.
And
he
this
gets
is
off
still when the sun is setting at like
5
5:40.
something. So
Yeah.
we had like such a narrow window. Well, he's off on the Friday. I'm off on a Friday. We go to the gym. I'm like, yo, let's run the kayaks. He's like, let's do it. We get there early. It's like fucking 2. I was like, we got 3 hours of sunlight. It's gonna be the best day ever.
Oh, and we just hit a good leg workout at the gym.
Oh my
Like, we just
God.
destroyed our legs
We
at
were shattered.
Planet Fitness.
Fucking destroyed. So we same thing. We parked there. And I'm like, Paul, I really don't want to drag this thing further. Can you just back your car a little bit like more in the woods
Down the hill.
down this hill so we can just and in hindsight, it was like 20 feet. Did not make any difference what is there. But he was like, yeah, just let me know. Just be careful. It just rains. There's a little bit of mud. Just let me know. Like I don't want to back it up.
It's snowing like this after it snowed like 3 times, all melted.
So I was like, I don't want to back it into the mud. I'm like, yeah, I got you. He's like, I'll get out the car, and I'll just kind of guide you how far to go because I don't want to, I don't want to get stuck in the mud. Okay, bet. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. He's like, oh, I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Immediately.
Like
No traction.
right away.
You're just already stuck.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't even take the kayaks out of the fucking back.
Never left the back of the car.
Immediately stuck in the mud.
So I was like, oh, no biggie. Paul, just put it fucking in drive, just rev it. Just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning.
Just digging yourself.
Oh yeah.
Dug a big ass hole. So I was like, all right, we're stuck. No problem. I'll give it a little push from the back.
Fucking crush yourself, bro.
After leg day, let me just give it a little support from the back.
We'll just rock it, rock it back and forth a little bit.
I was standing on the back of the bed, fucking jumping up and down,
Just trying to give it traction.
trying to give it anything. Nothing. So we're like, all right. So we start getting some like sticks and trying to like shove it, like wedge it underneath the back
I
tires.
fucking hate you guys.
Um,
You didn't use your fucking car rugs?
Oh, we thought about that. Yeah.
Oh,
Should've
shit.
used that, yeah.
well, he was like, I have a jacket.
Dude, this mud was like
It's bad.
deep.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was insanely deep.
Like,
And
these
so
wheels were in puddles.
Wait, you say he has a jacket?
he
Oh, yeah, I was like, I
he's
got a jacket,
I have a
bro."
jacket I could put under the wheel. I'm like, do
I
not
didn't
do
get
that.
the jacket.
What the fuck?
It wasn't even his jacket.
Yeah. Dude, I was like, I'll do anything, man. I need to get out of here.
We had this whole beautiful day, little date planned out. I think we spent 5 hours trying to get the truck out.
Yeah, 5 to 6 hours trying to get that
No
truck
joke.
out of the mud.
No joke. And we just saw the sun set.
So lonely.
I've called everyone that I could to try to trying to help us
You
out.
didn't call me.
Your fucking Sentra is not gonna do
Should have
shit.
done something.
You scrape your car to get in here. It's not pulling any car
It
out.
probably somehow you pulled
So
me
like
down.
we were just like legs aching so bad, hands fucking freezing cold because it's muddy and it's wet, and we're just fucking digging in, hands in the mud, hands under the wheels.
Just jamming sticks in there.
And it's just terrible. My legs are killing me. I'm thirsty as fuck. I had no water. It's
Or
cold.
food, yeah.
We were oh my! I was so hungry.
No food, no water. We didn't eat anything before we got there. We
Oh
just
my
at the
God, I
gym. We
was
were just
so
sitting out there.
hungry.
It was just so cold.
Wait, did you guys? How did you guys get
so
out?
cold?
So eventually, we had called. I
After,
called
like,
Bailey. One of her like family friends came because she has like a Jeep Cherokee or something like that has 4-wheel drive, unlike this guy, and so she has a chain, and so she drove over, hooks up the chain, and this is after like fucking like 4 and 5 hours. It's cold. It's pitch black outside at this point. It was sunlight when we started. She hooks up the chain, nothing. She almost gets herself stuck because her wheels start spinning and spinning and spinning. I was like, oh my God, we got 2 cars stuck. That didn't work. She almost we tried. It didn't work.
She got out fine.
She got out. I think barely, to be honest. She also brought a shovel. But like, if you look at his wheels, there's just like wheel and then mud and like a puddle. And I think that's when we should just toss the towel.
Yeah.
Like after she had come, we were like, fuck it. So she leaves. I'm like, Paul, it's been like,
You end up calling a tow truck.
yeah. I mean, at the end of everything, we were like
We could've.
hysterical.
We could have got out.
Absolutely
It sounds
not.
like you could
No, we
have.
could have
Absolutely
got
not.
out.
No,
we
absolutely not.
absolutely could have gotten out. See, if we could have
Keith-
just waited till like after the night passed, it was gonna get down way below freezing.
Oh, so the ground could have just
So
gone
the-
the
yeah.
next day.
So it's gonna freeze over your tire.
No, we could have like done something.
How
Like
much-
the ground would have like solidified a little
Yeah.
bit enough. I think we could.
How much was the tow truck? Because all he did was get you out.
So
Yeah, he just pulled us up. Yeah.
Was it like one of those like? It was like one of the chains that.
yes, but it was not that simple. So the issue was, this is a very narrow road into the neighborhood. It's just
Yeah.
very narrow. It's like just enough for 2 cars to pass. But now you got a big ass tow truck. So the guy and we were down a hill, like we were deep into this. Like I wish I could show you. We're deep in this hill, and the guy was like, "I don't know if I can reach your car," and so he ended up like blocking the whole road. It's like this is the road. He ended up parking like this, and backing up as much as he could. Because
Without
at
it.
first the chain did not reach, and he was trying so hard like to not, because there's a little like divot. So here's the main road, and then there's like a divot, and he was trying really hard not to get it stuck in
In
that
the divot,
divot. And he just barely made it work. So whatever. He calls the truck. We call the tow truck. He backs it up perfectly. He just is able to hook the chain into the car. He's like, "You two sit in car. I pull. Do not move. Steer." Great. Whatever. So we're slowly being pulled up, and it just like we're not. Like, it's just dragging us, right? just dragging us through the mud. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, this is really convenient that there's no one, like, leaving or coming in. Because this guy's blocking the entire way. Like, it's not like you can go around.
Yeah.
So, like, we're pulling. He comes out, talks to us. He's like, okay, steer this way, whatever. His car pulls up. Guy's just trying to get home. And he's just sitting there. Because obviously there's a big-ass tow truck in the way. He's just sitting there. And then he opens his door. And I was like, motherfucker.
No, he didn't like just sit there. This man pulled up, immediately got out, and
you
starts
serious?
talking to the guy in the tow truck. Yeah, he starts yelling at him basically.
Yeah.
No, he just gets out immediately and starts, hey, you can't do this. You gotta be. He just starts like he just wanted to pull out his dick and just like be angry.
What a fucking asshole.
No, he was a
just
huge asshole.
wanted to be a nuisance to the tow guy. The tow guy could not give a fuck. He's like, I'm being called here. This is my job. So then he goes talk to the neighbor. It's this old, fucking grumpy, white, saggy dude. Starts talking to the neighbor. They start chit-chatting. We're getting dragged up. Then he turns to us. And he starts walking towards us. I was like, Paul, I'm gonna curse this guy out. I don't need anyone else to tell me shit. We've been here 6 hours. I'm hungry. I'm cold. I want to go home. Comes up to the window. What y'all doing? Nothing, sir. We're just getting a tow. Like, we tried to back the car up. We just got the car stuck in the mud. I just call it a tow truck. Looks around. Well, that's a stupid idea. I'm like,
Yeah, we know.
fucking so mad. Like, did you just come out to your car just to berate us and just tell us that this is a stupid idea? Like, I know it's a stupid idea. That's why there's a tow truck pulling us out of the mud. Well, that was a stupid idea. Okay, sir. Thank you. We're good.
We get it.
And he just keeps talking. He keeps going. It's like, this
Like,
is
as
not
you guys
right.
are being towed up still?
He's like, this is not right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Whatever. He goes back, starts talking to the neighbor dude. We finally get out. And we finally get out. Guy saves us, thank God. And, like, we're back on the street. And the guy comes up to me and Paul, just, watching the guy, like, finish. Guy comes up to us again. And Paul just walks away. Paul just walks away and leaves me with the guy. And I'm just going back and forth with the guy. We just wanted to try the kayak out. We got stuck in the mud. That's it. So he goes. I go back to the car. The guy tells me, he tells Paul. Because when I called him on the phone, he says we made $200 or something like that. Well, I think because we had to, there's a lot of extra stuff. I think he charges like $300. So I was like, Paul, I feel terrible. Because I felt responsible because I was the one
You were
guiding
the one
him.
that made him back up.
I was guiding him into the mud. And
But it was my truck, so I should have known better.
so, whatever. So I was like, I'm going to send you money. Like, he had to fill up gas. Like, I paid for his gas. I think Bailey, like, brought Chinese. Like, we all ate, whatever.
Oh, that sounds good.
So, there's the kayak story. So, I bought that kayak. I've not used it once. The one time we dragged it out, like, felt like half a mile to the water. It's frozen. We had to drag it all the way back. My feet was so muddy. Feet were fucking soaked in water. Whatever. The second time, never left the truck. That thing has cost me more money than I know what to do with. It's caused me pain and suffering.
They have actual fucking, like, kayak and canoe ramps.
Yeah, but this guy was like, we gotta do it like before the sun gets dark.
Fuck you.
Near his house.
In hindsight, like I said, it literally
wasn't a
was
good idea.
only
I'm
20
not saying
feet.
it's a good
Would not
idea.
have made any difference. So I'm like, Paul, I feel terrible. I Venmo him $200. I'm like, hey, this is I feel terrible. He's like, no, I'm going to send it back to you. And a month later, he signs us up for the marathon.
That's funny.
He used the same exact money I sent him to sign us up for the marathon.
I love it.
But
Yeah, so
money's
yeah,
never
long
good
story
use.
short, that
Don't
was
buy it.
probably the worst afternoon of my life.
That
That was
sounds
like
fucking
hiking,
awful.
one of the
You guys are
worst
fucking
days of my
annoying.
life.
not
You're
even
just making me
exaggerating.
wait a month.
Yeah,
to do that
yeah.
story.
Not even exaggerating. Yeah, that was one of the worst days of my life.
By far, one
My
of the
parents
worst,
almost died.
humiliating, like degrading days of my life.
My parents almost died, and this is still one of the worst days of my life.
Oh my god.
100%.
You're awful.
Yeah.
No.
We took a risky idea, and it went bad in every possible way it could have gone bad.
I just hate that the people are coming out to talk to you guys.
He was just chirping for no
We
reason.
already know we're embarrassed, bro.
Yeah,
Back off.
like if the-
That shit would have pissed me off.
I should have taken a shit in his yard or something.
we can go back, man. We know where they live.
Can't go back.
No, we're not. I'm never going back there. In my life, I'm never setting
So,
foot back in
so
that
now,
place.
now we can just try the lake that's across the street.
Yeah, we're going to just
So-
a public boat ramp.
I'm gonna check it out this week.
I'm gonna look up some fucking inflatable shits.
No,
Yeah, I'll
dude,
send
no,
you a
just
link and
buy a
then
real
get
one.
one of the real one too.
Go to Walmart.
We'll
It's
see.
half a mile down the street,
Not that simple.
and that's a nice Walmart. We live. This is a nice.
Yeah, but where's he gonna put it?
Where am I
Like he'd
gonna-
have to put it here.
I would
He'd have to
literally-
get
yeah.
one of us to like
That's fine.
take it for you.
That's
No,
fine.
just get an inflatable one. The inflatable ones are fine.
That's my thing. I can just pump it up.
Yeah.
Well, they got those newer ones now that like fold up.
That's what I got.
That's what he has. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Well, it's an
inflatable?
inflatable one that it
Yeah.
folds. One's deflated.
Well, damn. Well, that story didn't really have anything to do with running, but
Yeah, it was kind of long with them.
yeah.
That's okay.
Should've-
But anyways, now I have a 4x4 truck now, so
With the
we can
fuck-
get in the mud now.
Without-
and
without
hopefully it'll be
a-
plow me
fine.
out of my neighborhood.
Yeah, it has a snow plow. Yeah,
We're fucking set, dude. We got everything.
yeah,
Did you guys have a good work week?
yeah.
It was so.
Because you
fucking
just finished an
long.
11-day stretch. You
Yeah,
said.
it was so long. Once you get through like the first 5 or 6, it's like, all right, now I got double that, and then I'll be done. And the last 5 were all closing, so it just fucking sucked. And then Friday night we were slammed.
Was that yesterday? No, today's Sunday.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 2 days
Friday.
ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So I was
like-
checking your location. You leave till midnight. Like,
Yeah,
you
we
there
were,
at
we were
midnight.
projected to do like 550 guests. It was nothing. But then we found out that there's like one of the biggest soccer tournaments.
Oh,
year
yes. I
was-
saw them. I actually ran into them.
It was like literally this weekend.
I forgot
So
about
I
that.
walk in, and the first thing I do on weekends is I always go up, look at the tablet, and see what's like on my reservations, like what I'm looking at. I go up, I see I saw 6 different names at 6 o'clock, and it was a 10 top,
Oh my
a
god.
20,
A
a
20.
30, a 6, a 5, and a 4. And I was like, who the fuck took these reservations? Because we can't fit all these people.
Yeah, who took that?
So it actually was one of my servers, so I couldn't give him too much shit. But I was like, it's a Friday night at 6 o'clock, and you want a 30 top to walk in here, which we got through it, but it was just awful. We had like no space. The 20 we had to split up into 2 separate dining rooms. It was awful.
I mean, yeah, when you work at a family-based restaurant like that, that's not a chain. It's just hard to get those numbers, crank those numbers.
When you did travel shit, what do you guys do for dinner?
When you
What you-
travel,
When I played travel soccer,
Travel soccer.
what
Were
you
you in any travel sports or anything?
what you just
Yeah.
described.
yeah,
Really?
So
When I did stuff like that, we went to a park and got pizza.
you're
That was every single
no.
time.
So we would
Every time.
we would drive far. It's like it depends. Like Richmond. So right over here is a sportsplex. I play there many times. It's a beautiful, beautiful. It's loads and loads and loads of turf fields.
Really?
They host so many tournaments. But when we would drive far, like I've been to like North Carolina, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach,
Damn.
up north. But yeah, like you stay in the hotel and then like you just find whatever's available and like you guys all in between matches it was kind of like on your own. But like it's the end of the tournament, like let's all go eat together. So like you got the parents, mom,
So
dads,
awful.
the kids, and the coach, couple
It's
assistant
awful.
coaches. But we wouldn't. I don't know. We never like had like a huge group like that.
It's almost always 30s
But-
alcohol.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think when I did club volleyball, we would just do like our own thing after the tournaments.
That's my thing.
Like
Like,
the bottom up pizza in Richmond once as like a team. That was
Really?
kinda cool. Yeah.
see, it's little stuff like that. Like, you go to a park, you got to feed fucking 30 kids pizza. Easiest fucking shit ever.
Nah, I need the carbs, man. I need the carbs.
They're fucking annoying. No, that shit's actually the worst because everyone does separate checks. And the servers,
Of course,
I'm like, I'm so
Yeah, that
sorry.
does suck. Yeah, actually, yeah.
If it's like, I love it when college teams come in. We had,
Richmond.
no, it was UMass. It was one of the women's basketball teams for the A10, and they stopped in, and there was like literally 20 people that came in. They ate, coach, one check, easiest thing ever.
Yeah, because it's not the AD is probably paying for it.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
That's
probably
cool.
paying for it.
It was so nice, so easy. Server loved it. Best thing ever.
Got a big tip too, probably.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed 20%. So.
Do y'all do like the parties at
Automatic.
5 or 6? It's
No,
like automatic.
do not, no. It's
I'm
kinda
gonna
dumb.
lowball the fuck out of someone next time. Then I come in there.
Do not do that. I'll never give you a
You
discount.
give me the discount, and I'm gonna lowball because my projected tip says like 2 cents.
Do
My
not
estimated
do that.
tip says like 4 cents.
No, Shannon came in once. Her and Annika's bill was like like $90.
Damn!
I brought it down to 10.
What the fuck?
The server was like, they're going to tip me, right? And I was like, yeah, they're going to fucking tip you. Like, I just started taking shit off, discounting it. It was awful.
That's pretty tough. That's pretty good. That's why I go see you so much. Max has fed me through literally after college, literally nonstop. He would go home, like when we were living together, just bring home like this. I'll be like, great.
Oh, yeah.
I brought you this. Great. I'll take it to work.
I remember when Alden had COVID, and the only thing he wanted was breadsticks. But I was like, if I bring them from work, they're going to be soggy. So I literally brought unbaked breadsticks plus all the other shit. And
Like the butter
baked it
and-
at home for him.
You're a good friend.
I am a good friend,
That's nice.
actually. But then I'm like, it's not like he can fucking taste shit. He had COVID.
Yeah, wait a minute.
What was the point of that?
Wait a minute.
Are
you
you
ready?
should bring me more food though before you end your term.
I could start bringing you food all the time.
No, you don't gotta.
Can
bring
you
me
like,
food.
like just break the whole thing?
I'll tell you a secret after.
The
after
secret?
we end the podcast, what I'm gonna do.
What you're gonna
I
do?
got an idea.
You're playing
Oh no!
I'll
To
tell-
cap
I'll-
off your term.
I'll
there?
tell you the plan after we end.
Okay.
So, but
Do you know about when you're gonna stop?
no
being
idea.
there?
No, I mean
I think it's getting close.
the idea was never to be a manager. That was the goal.
You are a manager, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
the goal was never to be a manager though.
Well.
But it was kind of like, I was bartending, working 60 hours a week, and then it just kind of made sense because I was like, technically I'll be working less and
And make it more.
making more.
Or,
So I
or
was like,
you'll make a salary.
it just kind of made more sense. But I mean, there's so much changing between managers leaving, managers coming on, other managers not pulling their own weight. So then you got to do more work, and it's all this shit. And it's just, I'm tired of it. And
Yeah.
now that I can actually find a job that's something I want to do, that pays me pretty much the same, it's 100%. So
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm talking to this guy like religiously. He pretty much like he called me same day I sent him an email, and we talked, and he's like, yeah, if you have any interest in this, he was like, let me know. He was like, I don't have a position open right now, but right after we get the budget approved, he was like, I should have an opening, blah, blah, and he was like, I'll call you right away. So I was like, I said, just keep me in mind. Whatever job you have
Yeah,
open up,
he
let me
jumped straight in with you. You like,
know. No, yeah, well, because Gabe reached out to me, out for me.
that's nice.
And the guy was like, I love Gabe. He was like,
Oh, that's
anything
really
I can
nice.
do. So, yeah, so it just worked out. So I'm crossing my fingers I can get a job by the next school year.
Cool.
I'm
Nice, dude.
I'm gonna cut away to the best segment,
Which
Yeah.
one?
my segment,
All right. Well, give it a shot, buddy.
and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, good thing it's already been long enough. We can just cut his part out.
It's been like an hour, so we've been like going for an hour.
Yeah.
That boat story
An
took a
hour.
long time.
Cool.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question.
Unless we're like rolling, then we can keep going. But all right.
What month of the year do you guys think men get vasectomies the most?
It's gotta
Get their
be-
balls snipped.
December.
I'm
I would-
getting
I
my
would
balls snipped. Which month am I gonna be?
I would say Christmas and New Year's. You're having a lot of sex, and then what's 9 months after that?
September.
September. I think September. Because if you think about it, they have sex, they have a kid they don't want. They're like, "Fuck, I already have a kid."
Oh, and
What
then
the
they get- So after the kid comes,
gonna-
you're
I'm
saying
gonna
they
chop
get
it off,
the
yeah.
Like
vasectomy.
after they're like, I'm done.
Yeah,
What do you-
okay.
I don't
what do you
want
think?
any more kids.
Interesting.
I think September.
I think it's like a New Year's resolution thing. I'm thinking January.
to get
they
your balls
all-
snipped?
Yep, they all. This year I'm finally gonna do it. I'm following through and getting the New Year's.
I don't think
resolution.
of it like
New
that.
year, new me, no kids.
I don't
That's
think
what
of
I'm
it like
saying.
that. I think of like a New Year's resolution. Like I'm gonna do something to work on myself. What am I gonna do? Get my balls snipped? No, I don't think of it like that.
That's a good way to think about it.
I don't know. Or
pretty good.
December, like a Christmas present from somebody.
Crazy Christmas present.
You want to know what month it is?
One month.
March.
Why?
You get, at least from what I've heard, I saw this on the news. You get a week off to recover. Why do people pick March?
March Madness.
March Madness.
There's no way.
I saw it on
There's
the news.
actually no way.
If you look at the statistics, the percent of vasectomies skyrockets right before March. Why? I got a week to go home and watch college basketball.
It's really, it's all day.
And that is 100% a fact. Like, I'm not even making this up. It's not a theory. I saw it on the news. It looked legit. I hope it was the real news.
Was that
But-
Onion, whatever it's called?
Yo, it might be.
It was
sounds like the
no, 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 no.
Onion SN,
It was
OSN.
not. It was not the Onion. But yeah, people get their balls snipped in March so they can watch March Madness, and they get a guaranteed week off. And I listen to the radio, and I always hear the same commercial. Hey, man, you guys want a free week off of work? Come get your vasectomy. I hear it every day. I go to work when I turn on
You're
the
getting
radio.
ads for
I've
vasectomies?
never heard that.
No, it's just on the radio.
Oh.
It's not like
Man,
Spotify.
radio ads be crazy
They are crazy
sometimes.
now. They're crazy. They don't care anymore.
But it's a real
That's
thing.
crazy.
So, yeah, if you want to get a vasectomy, go in March. Watch March Madness.
Good to know.
Cause I guess you're just sitting down all day. You can't really move.
No, I got an ice pack on your nuts. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I guess.
Honey,
just
give me a
watch
beer from the
basketball.
fridge.
I would lose so much money. Getting a vasectomy and then gambling on all those games.
Just win.
Oh my
Just
god.
win it back.
The amount of sports betting that these guys are doing.
I've kind of.
They won't be able to afford children after that. So I guess it's good they got the vasectomy.
I've kind of backed out of the sports betting game.
It's probably good. Sports betting is
Kind of
not.
losing too much.
Yeah.
It's not really worth
Yeah, I
it.
keep
put in
wondering-
like $25 here and there to bet on the Red Wings. Probably when the Lions start playing again, I'll probably start betting again. But
I keep wondering where my money's going. And if you look at my thing, it's just like $10, $10, $10.
I don't want to look at it.
Of Bet
I got a
MGM.
crazy
or
notification
Bet,
the other day. I was like,
Bet 365.
Mm-mm.
ew, bet 365?
That's what I use. I used to use Bet MGM, but it's so laggy. It's just
FanDuel.
like it's just choppy.
FanDuel.
FanDuel intimidates me. It looks scary.
Wow.
I also don't know enough about like gambling to like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
They really
Oh,
are all the
just
same.
uninstall, bro.
Oh,
Uninstall all
you go
of them.
crazy. You would lose your mind at a casino. I think you
I
would,
go to. I've been
I
to
think
casinos.
you would lose your entire like everything if you went to a casino.
No, I'm pretty.
We'll
tame.
go. We'll go.
You're not
soon.
tame when we play Lethal Company.
Well, there's no actual
guys.
stakes in Lethal Company.
My birthday's on a Saturday, and Shannon works.
So you want to
Casino.
go? We can go to MGM.
We're gonna MGM.
We might gotta go to MGM.
I will.
No, I'm very disciplined at the casino. I lose it all, but I
I'm
go
actually-
in with my certain
I'm
amount and
pretty
I lose
disciplined.
all of
Lose
it.
it all?
and,
Yeah, I set a
go
hard
home.
limit. For your birthday, I'll set a limit of $500, which is the most I'll ever do.
That's actually 500 is a good amount. Yeah, I'm gonna quintuple
that.
it.
I'm just gonna put it all in red.
Green, like Gabe.
Yeah, we'll put it all in green. Speaking of March Madness, we're gonna talk about the funniest names I've seen on the TV.
Mhm.
If this is gonna stay or not, I don't know.
It will not.
You think it
can
might
try.
be? You think it might be prejudiced? I'm just reading a list of names that I've seen that have made me laugh. And I think there's no way these parents named their kid this name.
All right.
We're gonna go down
read me
the
a
list.
Let me,
Read me a
let
list.
me hear 'em.
Number 1, the guard from Michigan, Fat Brooks, PHAT Fat Brooks.
No
I like
way.
that one.
I fuck with that one.
I'll name my kid Fat. Yeah.
From Tony from UAB.
That's a good one. I fuck with that one. All right, that's pretty good. I haven't heard any of those actually being commentated, but I believe you. I'm gonna name
Alright.
my kid something funny, something that's gonna make people chuckle when they hear it.
I don't like the
I
people
like the Nordic names.
like what?
Like what?
Bjorn.
Bjorn?
BJORN.
Yeah. Bjork. Something like that.
I don't want I just want a normal name. There's people who like fucking throw like magnet stickers at the fridge, and then they're like, and like it just, it
I've
lays
never
out.
seen that.
They have like letters or like they'll have
Oh,
like,
I
a
like
bunch
the
of
fridge
letters.
magnet letters.
Yeah, and they'll just throw it at the fridge,
Or whatever name
and
it
then like
makes.
whatever letters stick, they'll make a name from that, and like, oh my god, it was meant to be, and then his name will be fucking Aura or something like that.
Riz
Tabor.
I know a kid named Hermione, like after the Harry Potter books.
Were they actually named after the Harry Potter book?
Mhm.
Like I like Harry Potter, so I'm gonna name you someone from Harry
I
Potter.
think that's kind of
Dumbledore.
I don't think you should do that to your kid. Dumbledore, wait, that's kind of tough.
Well, we always got to end it with Pab of the Week. Who? Who is our Pab of the
Who's
Week?
our Pab of the Week? Do we have
I
any
don't know.
nominations? I can't think of anyone.
I'm trying to think of anything that's happened this week that has warranted Pab of the Week.
I don't know. You guys had that guy from TikTok.
I think it has to be him.
It's got to be the guy from
I think
TikTok.
that's the only one. It's this fucker. Should we show him now?
Yeah, show them on our phones that are recording the podcast.
So it's literally this guy. This dude, he's jacked.
Absolutely ripped.
And he does these videos like they're motivational shit, and it's I guess the work day of a millionaire or something like that. And he wakes up at 4 a.m., puts his face in an ice bowl, goes on a run, goes on a swim, does all this stuff, has a meeting, does all like literally hour by hour, minute by minute. He's doing like a little video. It's the cringiest shit ever.
No, so it's just like one of the Sigma grind set.
Oh,
Yes,
my
yes,
God.
yes.
In order,
yes.
if you want to be rich, you gotta wake up
Literally,
at
you gotta
4
be
in the
like
morning.
millionaires do this.
You gotta do ice baths to
If
your.
you're not waking up at 3 a.m. and going to bed at 2 a.m., something's
Go to
wrong.
bed at 2.
Something's wrong.
But he'll record himself. Like, he'll have all these cameras set up in his apartment to just film him walking down the hallway. To film him grabbing his toothbrush.
He's a
And then there's a
dickhead.
step shot of him putting the toothpaste on.
He's
And
a
he'll put like
dickhead.
4:01, I wake up. 4:03, it's him outside sprinting, like in a full workout. 4:07,
That's kind of funny.
4:07, brushing my teeth. 4:08, he's cooking eggs. 4:10 or 4:10, he's fucking praying and stuff like
There's
that.
no way this is real. Has to be like ironic.
No, I think
That's what people think. It's either
think
a
it's legit.
crazy ironic joke
he's
or this
sick.
guy's a psycho.
He's sick in the head.
That's the difference. So it's one of the two. So Paul can on my hand put Pab of the week.
Pab of the week.
We're gonna
Another
eventually get a
Sigma
printer
grind.
and print off this stuff,
My
I
but
think
printer
it's
wasn't
fine.
working. We'll just get like a thumbtack and just
jam it in.
just jam it in. So we've got JD Vance. Sorry,
David.
Goggins. JD Vance.
JD Vance. I think else. That'll be beep. And then
Yes.
Guy's name.
I don't
Let's
remember
do it.
who. And then Sigma grind set guy.
Sigma grind.
Sigma guy.
We're just
Oh,
gonna
this
call him
was
Sigma grind.
Is this episode 4, right? There was somebody else.
I don't think so.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I don't think we did. Did we do Pab of the Week on the first one? No,
Yeah,
no,
we
it
did
was
Gabe.
David.
It doesn't matter. But okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's
So
only
TikTok
episode
guy.
3. We only got
No,
episode
we're-
four.
No, it's episode 4.
So we got TikTok guy this week. All right.
TikTok guy this week.
What's your guys' goals for this week for running?
Wake up at 4 a.m.
I gotta.
Get 401.
And you know what pisses me off about
12
that
raw
guy?
eggs.
He doesn't fucking use like tap water. He brushes his teeth with like filtered bottle,
Oh,
like
yeah.
glass bottle, like super natural spring water. He refuses like
if you're
just
not getting fluoride in it, something's wrong. Fluoride.
fuck
fixes
that
everything.
guy.
My goal for this week on my running is I want to do a 10K.
A 10K this week?
Yeah.
All
'Cause
right.
I've already done the 5 mile. It was like 5.2, I think. So I was like, I just got to go an extra mile. I feel like
Yeah, you were really close,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
So I think the main goal is I want to do a 10K like 2 weeks before the 10K. That way,
You know
already-
what you kind of.
I already know what I'm going to be in for kind of thing.
I just can't think of like when I look at it, like at the times, I'm like, I can't believe I just ran for 40 minutes. Like that just seems like it's way too long.
I think that is the thing that's
Awesome.
that's blowing
it makes
my mind.
me
Good.
mad.
Well, it's
No, I
also
don't
funny,
it.
like just starting out the 2 miles was like, oh, it's 20-minute run, 20-minute run.
I can give 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, and now it's like you need to budget an
You
hour.
need to you got to commit like an hour and a half
Yeah.
for those runs.
It's gonna be worse with the marathon when we start doing the 10
We'll
mile
vary
days.
the workouts so that we can kind of shorten some of those things.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. Yeah, it's a big time commitment. Get ready. I think. Anyone else got anything to add?
I don't think so.
No, I hope maybe you guys have a good week.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
I'm pretty hungry
fucking
too.
starving.
So let's go get some food.
Let's go
yeah?
get some food. All right, should we clap? You didn't like gob gob?